All right, second video of the day, Goon Day, November 11th, 2021. And we've added the CEO of Glaxon. Welcome, Michael, to the show.
Thanks for having me.
So today we're talking about, this video, we're talking about the new Plasma Surge flavor, which it's really fun that you joined in. It's fun that you stopped by when you did because Joey didn't make this flavor.
No, he didn't.
So
what happened, and why is there a candy cane pre-workout, stem-free pre-workout flavor? How'd this happen?
There's a lot of different angles here. So, one, it was in our Gantt chart. So we wanted to use our peppermint flavor for something in the holiday season. Two, Plasma Surge used to taste not so great, if you remember the original version. So anything to kind of call out that, you should try this product again or, give it a shot, like that fits for this one. Other than that, and the reason that I kind of had to just do it, Joey was on vacation. On a vacation. He's not often on vacation, so that's totally fine. But he was out, and you know how you sort of just kind of get like in the mood for something sometimes. I just walking around the place, checking in on Joey's lab, and no one's there. The person that we had sort of like, we have like made to order recipes up on the wall. People want flavor samples. There's Glaxon stuff in the queue. We need it like flavored. We need to test scoop weight. All these things kind of in the pipeline.
Kind of like a diner kitchen.
Very much like a diner kitchen. Like we have like these little magnetic beads that like stick them onto the metal cabinets, and so there's literally like formula sheets just sitting there in queue, and someone will have to grab it and then go pull samples from the sample library, and so literally in probably like 30 minutes I just mocked up what I thought would be good for Plasma Surge as a candy cane, Tranquility Honey Bourbon, and the Collagen Pumpkin Pie. Like, and what's crazy about it is like we didn't really change anything. Like they all came out like really, they were just easy. And I'll credit part of that to work that Joey and I did on these like over the course of time. There's unique properties to the ingredients that are in here, or in the collagen, and even in Tranquility that like you have to sort of treat it a specific way. So, honey bourbon actually plays pretty well with that. Anything that's like strong aromatically, like it does really well here. And then pumpkin pie with the collagen was kind of a drop in the bucket, only because we did. There are some things going on in that flavor panel that won't change no matter what flavor you do. Mm-hmm. And so if you stay within the bounds of that, you can bolt a flavor on that works. Mm-hmm. This one's cool though, because it's got some of the, and Joey can probably elaborate on it better than I can, but it's got some of the flavor tech that's not necessarily taste. It's more like a sensation. I forget what the...
Trigeminal stimulants.
Yeah, trigeminal stimulants. So that's at work in hybrid with the spilanthol, which, I don't know if... I gave Joey a book like 2 years ago on molecular gastronomy, and we were just like, just for fun. I don't know if it was like a birthday gift or whatever, if it was just something I had at home and I thought was cool. But there's like a whole part of the chemistry of cooking that like deals with the sensations that you can manipulate around flavor and smells and odors and all that kind of stuff. And he kind of dove in, like, found all this stuff. And he was like, we should get,
treasure trove of shit out there.
We should get Szechuan button peppercorns, and then we should get this for, like, the heat sensation and this for the cooling. So this has an artificial flavor in it.
And a natural.
Well, actually, no, yeah. This has a natural flavor in it that causes a cooling effect, which makes the candy cane vibe, like, kind of more real.
So that's a two-scooper, right?
No.
It's a one scooper.
Oh, my bad.
This is like one of the few that's a one scooper. I don't know why you'd want to take a half scoop, but I think we do have.
Okay. Sorry for interrupting.
We do have. Do we have that on the sub facts?
Yeah, half scoop, one scoop.
Yeah, we have a half scoop on there, but
Ooh.
Not as realistic.
I didn't smell anything in the powder. I definitely.
Yeah, once it hits the water,
yeah,
it really like
blossoms.
it blossoms. Yeah, for sure.
I was over here before smelling the shaker cups. I couldn't smell anything.
So lots of stuff you can do. I'm a huge fan of. I haven't gone on the record on the channel or anything, but the hybrid electric lemonade.
Yeah.
Love it. And so it sounds like some of these experiential, sensational ingredients, technologies.
Yeah, I think it's just like a kind of a fun way to add like more value. It's like innovative in some way.
That's really
It's a way to
know,
teach
it's a good
somebody
day.
about something by experiencing it.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a new thing. Like they've been doing it in candy for a long time.
Oh yeah.
Breathe through your mouth.
There it is.
I
Yeah.
like that.
That's really good. I would probably have used a little less water or a little bit more powder. That's
Yeah, I don't know if you full scooped you guys, but
We just full scooped a whole 16 ounces. I probably would have used a little bit less water, but yeah.
see for me like candy canes often have too much peppermint for my liking, and this the way we did it is not so powerful, but it is.
and
it
it's
is there,
not
and it's
all peppermint. There's like a
Yeah.
small amount
Right.
of like
wintergreen or like it's like
no, it's peppermint, and then there's a small amount of a kind of like a dessert like fruity flavor. Seasonal for me personally, but
Man, if you
very
had a-
very small, just so that it's not like just aggressively like a mint.
right. I was expecting aggressive mint. Like I'm not gonna be able to finish this tub, and that's not what you get.
No,
at all.
I like it. I'm
Yeah,
super
exactly.
happy
This
with
is
it.
exciting. Yeah.
refreshing and
Yeah, like I drank it last night, like just because I brought that tub home when you guys grabbed
Yeah.
stuff, and my wife hadn't tried it before, and she's like a huge I forget what they call it in Sweden, but it's like there's they you know those like soft candy canes are like softer, and then it's just like a stick, like it's not a curved candy cane. So there's this shop in Stockholm that like is super famous in Sweden, and they make like every kind you can
Cool.
imagine, and it's like all these cool flavors. So she's a candy cane fan, and I was like, hey, you have to try this, and she tried it, and then I ended up like drinking the whole thing, and it was like 2 hours before going to bed. Like I didn't really want it, but like
Like
I
going to bed
did,
with
I
veins
was like, this
everywhere.
is actually like kind of hitting the spot.
I would drink this in the summers because it's so refreshing.
For sure.
Yeah, you
and the
could.
cooling
Very light.
effect.
You could, so like
Yeah.
maybe that's something to think about. Like we could do like a more subtle, maybe like a blueberry watermelon mint,
Yeah.
like spearmint, but very subtle, like just so it get or just add the cooling effect and
You had
not
a
mint.
watermelon mint,
Right.
didn't you? A watermelon mint sedative?
That was the watermelon ice or whatever.
Oh
Watermelon
yeah,
ice,
yeah,
yes.
watermelon ice, because it had like hints of mojito, so that's why.
But this would pair with that.
So
very
does the Cinco de Mango actually has
Oh,
hints of
cool.
mojito. So there's like a very small amount of mint,
Yeah.
and then the what's it called? It's in specimen. Sant Energy has
Yeah.
like a very subtle, like just natural kind of like.
Remember we
mintish-
drank the Sant Energy in that one podcast? I can
Yeah,
taste that,
yeah. So I don't know, interesting, but I'm down with that. I like the refreshing take.
Yeah,
so.
this is. I want to like give the viewers a review here. This is not crazy peppermint. It's a delicious flavor. Very well done. Sorry,
Yeah.
Joey. When you're not involved in something like this, do you feel bad?
No, not at all. Dude, Michael and I play like Iron Chef in the lab with flavors like all the time.
Yeah.
It's not.
This is-
Yeah,
this is
I
a
mean,
good
there's like so many things like there's so much like cross pollination in between, like, and it's not just Joey and I. There's like multiple people here who like. I mean, it could be as subtle as like Sam could send me a link to someone's doing like in a totally different industry or whatever, and then maybe it's got something to do with like some science figuring out. I'll send it to Joey. Like 2 weeks later, Joey's like gone down a
Already got the
road
samples.
that like led him to things that he wouldn't have otherwise, and like whose idea is that?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or Blair posted those prebiotic sodas a couple weeks ago. That you were talking about. It always seems like a very collaborative effort here, which is cool. It's nice.
Yeah. I mean, there's no other way.
If you had a protein, this could be a good peppermint mocha.
Ooh.
I feel like that would be tough to start with, though. We gotta build out some sort of following on our protein, and then the.
Are you kidding me? Your protein already has a following.
Well,
Everyone's.
You know how many
asking.
Q&A
so
questions I have for the protein?
we have a really awesome base of super users for sure. Love those folks. Like, I think we're gonna do everything we can to keep them impressed, which is really fun. But there's like the main demographic for a protein like to make money, right? Is it's gonna look at our formula, and I mean the vegan and the whey are definitely super premium. Like there's like all kinds of value adds in there. There's not like some of it's not obvious. So I think we got to start. We'll be starting with flavors that are like more low hanging, like generally accepted by masses. Doesn't mean they won't be awesome, but like if that all works, then we'll definitely be doing cool, you know.
But you're gonna start with like the standard chocolate type.
Yeah,
flavors.
like we have like a chocolate milk, and then a raspberry truffle, and a cinnamon.
We're gonna, I don't know, cinnamon, whatever we want to call it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, something like that. Maybe we can talk about that offline after this, but
Let's package this
name
up
it.
and do a full podcast where we really jump into a lot of stuff later, because this is definitely gonna be the peppermint video.
Right.
Peppermint video, and it's a little bit of protein from you guys. But yeah,
Cool.
So
Is this limited edition flavor? That's one thing I wasn't
this
sure.
is a limited edition flavor, and we will be sold out in, I don't know, a week and a half.
You're
if I
not
had to
gonna
guess.
run it again.
I don't think so.
Not till,
No.
think it'll come back next year.
I mean,
Can't tell.
if there's enough like demand for an encore, like we have the capability, right?
you can do a Christmas in the summer.
you gotta make them. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we certainly have the capability. Like, if anyone can, we can, right? But I don't. As of right now, no, we're not planning on doing it anymore. So if you're a fan of candy cane, get it while it's hot, or while it's not hot.
Kinda, yeah, it's
You
cool.
know, you know.
Awesome. Well, check out PricePlow.com/Glaxon, and we will. You can sign up for the alerts because we will hit you up when our system determines the new flavors out there, and then when it's gone, it's gone. So
And plus, we got a lot of videos coming out from today,
yeah,
so
subscribe to the
excited
channel,
for
drop comments, and this is where things are going to go. You know, we're going to talk about one thing, and then the video. We have 4 people here. Video is going to go somewhere else. So check out all the videos, and you'll find some cool stuff out.
Next up,
especially
I
with
think we
these two
should
guys.
talk some Neuro 365 and some Anomaly and some EdAD. So I think that's another video we gotta get on to.
Okay.
All right.